Hi everyone, I'm going to bring another Black Clover mobile video today. Now, this video might be a bit controversial because it's actually going to be quite different to what lots of other players or content creators are suggesting to do. Um, but I do feel it's a quite important matter to raise awareness on this topic because I do feel there's a massive misconception out there in the community, and I do really want to address that. Now, so where does this all come from? So basically, yesterday I released a video on how to auto raid part 6 as a free to play, and I got lots of comments saying that it's not a free to play lineup, it's a whale lineup because I have used all three S1 characters, all three season 1 characters, as well as William and a bunch of Lotus as well, and also Charlotte. So basically, someone was complaining, I had loads of SR in my team, and that's a well team, not free to play, even though I've shown evidence I haven't spent anything, etc. Now, first of all, on that note, I've taken your point, and I have repeated that today. This is a team that I have meant to auto today. I'll show the demo at the end of the video if you do want to see it for proof, but you can do it like this. Do not tell me this is not free to play team. I have used 4 SR character, one character you get guaranteed for free. Lotus, who almost everyone chose in the SSR selection. 2 seasonal character, Blue Yami, almost everyone reroll for. And then also Mimosa, who you can easily get from Gateway of Destiny. So do not say this is not free to play anymore, okay? The guide I made yesterday totally works for free to play. I even said all of those replacements in my video, but I think a lot of people didn't actually watch my commentary. They probably just scrolled all the way to the actual demo and see my team and say, no, that's a whale account. There's no way you can do it as a free to play, etc. Okay, I'm going to show you the proof. This is totally free to play. So if you do want to see that, I'll timestamp it in my video so you can actually watch the demo. Now, if you're new to this video, if you haven't seen the original one, I'll post the link as well, just so you actually know the concept. Why does this team actually work? Because I do explain quite depth yesterday about why this team works and how to actually set up all of the auto battles, etc. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to clear out. But the main topic I want to address today is that a lot of people seem to be confusing free to play as no summons because I use 3 seasonal characters in the lineup I showed yesterday, which to me is very easy for any free to play to get. All you need to do is just summon. Like this is possibly the easiest one, the easiest SSR character you can get. Yet people think that is not free to play, and that's kind of why I really feel there's a massive misconception where people think free to play means not summoning at all. Um, because everyone is just saving out for seasonal 2 Noel because that's what all other videos are saying out there, right? I'm not saying that other content creators are wrong. Myself are also saving out for seasonal 2, but what I would really want to point out today is the opportunity cost that you are making by not summoning, because I do feel that can potentially hinder your progress, and that is going to be a massive issue in long term, and that's kind of one side of the story that I really want to bring out. Now, you can still choose after watching my video that you still want to save all the summons for S2, and that's absolutely fine with me because, like I said, there's no right or wrong, and I am doing it partially myself as well. I just want everyone out there to know the full picture before they make that information. For me, the role of content creator is bring information out. It's not to play the game for you. So I'm just bringing the information out so you know everything about what's the benefit of summoning versus the benefit of not summoning, etc. And you can then be informed and make that decision yourself rather than just blindly copy what other people are suggesting you to do. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about today. Also, on the note of content creators, I do know someone reposted my guide yesterday for the raid, the auto part 6 raid guide, as their own content. Now, I don't mind other people copying my strategy and sharing them out. I'm absolutely fine with that. Sharing my strategy is the reason why I posted the video in the first place. So I'm totally fine with that. But it would be nice if you actually acknowledge the original content creator myself rather than just taking credit for all of the work, right? So, just something for anyone who do want to reuse my content, right? Absolutely fine for you to do it, but please do acknowledge the one who put off the effort to actually make that video happen. Okay, now main topic. What is the opportunity cost of not summoning? Where do I start from here? First thing is I want to address is that there are certain missions that you potentially are not able to do if you are not summoning because you do not have good enough characters, etc. I'm not talking about all of this. All of this are easy. For example, Red Dungeon, farming LR gears. Yes, anyone can do it, even without any summons. That's fine. The hard content I'm talking about is more the limited challenges. Those are actually a bit harder, in my opinion, than your gear dungeons because, first of all, you have all three. Unlike LR gears, where you can just choose one color, and red dungeon is always the easiest, and therefore you can just farm that one and without hindering anything else. For those limited event, right now there's only one, but for those of you who remember, in the last few days, there were two other events where you have one limited event for each color, and also possibly one where it's like a mixture of color, etc. If you are not summoning at all, very likely you would only have one very good mono blue team for the red dungeon, but you will be failing to clear any of the other ones. And you get some really, really good resources per day from here. Once again, this one's probably not the best example. Well, I mean, it's still okay. You get those purple upgrade gear stones and accessory stones, which is very nice because those are the ones for you to level up from like level 8 to 12. So those are already very rare for you to get, and it costs a lot of resources for you to convert them. But the two that was done previously in the last few days were even better. One where you can get an LR accessory, and another one where you can get a purple talent stone. And yes, there are RNG chances, but I can tell you there is that possibility, and I myself is a proof that it can happen because I was lucky enough to get this LR accessory from that limited day event. And if I didn't do that and didn't have that chance to do that, what that actually means is that for you to actually craft this, first of all, you have to sacrifice 10 LR gears, which by itself is already really hard for you to obtain. And even then, it's only like a 20 or something like percentage chance of actually getting accessory. So just think about how much LR gears you have to sacrifice just for you to get one accessory. When you actually have a likelihood or RNG chance, even though it's small, but you actually have that possibility of getting there fairly easily just by doing that limited event. RNG based, yes, I know, but at least there's that possibility. However, if you're not summoning at all, you are getting rid of yourself of that possibility. And if you're not summoning for the first 20 days because you're waiting for seasonal 2 Noel, which is released on 21st day of the game launch, then that's 20 days of those RNG chances that is never ever gonna come back. So those are resources that you could have potentially lost forever. That's just on LR accessory. There's also the other one, which I think is even better, which is the talent stones. If you farm talent stones, for example, go to 15. Let me do the green one because I think that's the biggest difference. Even stage 15, the best you can do is a green talent stone, and that gives you a +1 speed. For those limited day events, you can have a chance to get a purple one, which is a 3+3 speed. Everyone knows how big a difference speed make. That is potentially the difference between you nuking someone or someone actually killing you. Okay, speed is very important. Without those chances to do your daily farming in those limited events, you would never ever be able to get a +3 speed or even +2 speed, etc. Now you could argue LR a purple talent stone is really hard for you to get. But how about the yellow one, right? A yellow talent stone which gives you a +2 speed. If you have that, that can already give you a massive advantage over anyone else who is only able to farm and get a +1 speed. Once again, also bear in mind, all of these are transferable, right? 1+3 talent stone can be used on any character. An LR accessory can be used on any character. Those are resources that you could never have too many of. So if you do have chance of obtaining them, it's always going to stay in value. Whereas I can argue seasonal 2 Noel eventually could be potentially power crap will be countered by some other unit. So actually, if you're doing it for that reasons, there are potentially value you could be losing in where you're actually spending all of your investment. So that's something, once again, opportunity cost you have to pay more. Another quite big opportunity cost is all of the stamina that you're potentially losing out per day as well. If you go to mage, this part of the shop, the growth section in mage pieces, you can get stamina 4 times per day, every single time 80 stamina by converting R pieces of your mage stuff. I have done 210 summons and I'm already running low on my stamina refill. If you have not summoned at all, you probably have run out of this quite a long while ago. And this is 320 stamina per day. Okay, let's talk about raid. I know raid is not always on, but for the purpose of this information, I'm gonna talk about raid as well. Now, yes, if you are completely free to play, you can probably do stage 4, stage 5. You can probably do stage 4 easy. Stage 5, if you have well built account and you can guarantee your versatile mage piece, yes, that's the most important thing. Fair enough. Then the next things you probably want to prioritize is your crystal will or fragment will, shard will, because they are also more rare, which is fine. If you are able to do stage 5, then yeah, you can get a couple of them as well. But you're probably losing out on your stamina and also on the food. You're already missing out 320 from the other shop. This is another 240 stamina here. This is 560 stamina per day you're losing out. Plus another 20 food, which can give you a plus 15% chance of gear. That is a lot of resources you are losing out per day. Okay? All of this is because you are saving up your summons for the future. And basically what that means is that you are slowing down your progress for the first 20 days because you are saving up for your resources, etc. And what do you get in return? You get more summons on Signal 2 Noel. More summons probably means more dupes because you can get a free one from your key, your destiny anyway, gateway of destiny anyway. So more summons probably just means more dupes. However, you actually get 2 dupes every 20 days because you get one from raid, assuming raid happens every season, and then you also get another dupe here every 20 days from your advanced mission. So actually, you do get 2 dupes every 20 days. So on average, 1 dupe per 10 days. So you are effectively, by not summoning, you are slowing down your progress for 20 days just so that you can get a 10-day head start in seasonal 2 because you have a 1 extra dupe or maybe 2 extra dupe so 20 days ahead. So you're slowing down your progress for 20 days so you can then have a faster 22nd 20 days. Is that the right decision to make? Possibly, depending on the reason why you're doing this, but there are pros and cons on each side of the story. And that's what I really want to point out, right? So do not just go blindly thinking that, yes, because seasonal 2 characters are better than seasonal 1, therefore I should save my summons to go for seasonal 2. No, that is not the case because you're actually losing out on resources in the process of doing that. The other thing I also want to address, and probably the last thing I want to address, is also the amount of resource. I feel like a lot of people are being a bit too strict on saving up as well. I know some people are doing like only 10 summons, 20 summons from their rerolls, and that's it. I have summoned 210 times. I went for full 200 summons here to hit the pity. I done 10 times on Red Army because that's my reroll, right? So that's 210 summons I have done. I have 100 summon tickets here. 22k, no, 21k diamonds. That's about 170, 180 summons here. So basically, I have used 210. I have another 280 left over. So that's almost 500 summons I can have at this point, which is about 2 weeks in. There are still others that I can collect if I do actually do them. For example, okay, no, chapter 6 is not released, but this one, right? This one for patrol, there's another 25 tickets I can get here. There's Magma's Mage Pass, there's another 10 tickets here, so that's 35. There are also a bunch of diamonds here, And then if you actually go to advanced mission, there's another 10 here, there's another 820 diamonds here. There are actually probably another 50 or 60 summon tickets that I can get. So actually, if you do actually count in 2 weeks' time, I have already theoretically the upper limit for anyone to get is probably more like 560 summons. Signal 2 Noel and Juniors are not out for another week or a week and a half or 2 weeks, depending on which character you're waiting for. During that time, there's all the other stuff that can happen. It's probably going to be like a Christmas event as well. So there are other opportunities for you to actually get diamonds and gems. So if you can actually already get 550 or 560 summons now, theoretically as your upper cap, by the time of seasonal 2, Noel, and also Juniors, I'm pretty sure you can get 600 summons in total. And 600 summons basically means you can hit the 200 pity on 3 different banners. What does that mean? A perfect number for you to go all out on season 1, season 2, and juniors. You're not actually missing out on anyone. So really, is there actually a reason for you to save up or not? Once again, I'm not gonna make that decision for you because you could be very competitive and you say, yes, Noel is so much better than anyone else and it's worth that weight. But just bear in mind that you are potentially losing out since in the progress because you're waiting on. That's all I'm gonna say today. Like I said, it's a bit controversial because I know loads of other players are saving up for season 2 and loads of content creators are suggesting you to do so. But I think it's only fair as a content creator to bring you full information out there so that you can make the decision yourself. So yeah, so that's it for the video today. Do let me know in the comment section. I want this to spark a healthy discussion on what's your decision on this. Do you want to save for future better characters, or do you actually prefer to just do a bit of summons so that you do not hinder your progress too much early on and that you can still be competitive regardless of whether you're free to play or whales, etc.